So, audience, it's time for a Rob Reiner film.
Yes.
And we're,
Now
and we're
here's
starting with the. Let's get the shit out of the way first, so we can do his good ones after.
I'm very different.
trust me.
Pedro,
Trust
we
me,
already
Shiro.
did. We already did Misery, Pedro.
But remember, dudes,
Oh,
we're
right.
going to
I forgot.
redo Misery so that Shiro can enjoy one of Rob Reiner's better films. Basically, audience, whenever you hear the name Rob Reiner, there are probably two big films that often come to mind. One is his outstanding Stephen King classic, Misery, which actually got even Stephen King's approval. And got Kathy Bates critical acclaim and landed her the place in
Yeah, I was
movies
going to
such as
ask if it was an
Titanic.
adaptation of that book, so I don't know why I wasn't in the original commentary. 'Cause I would
And
have liked that.
he also did work on stuff like Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and A Few Good Men.
However,
Yeah.
often with every good director, there's often one bad film that just makes you think, what the hell were they thinking when you hear of it? Like George Lucas, there's The Holiday Special. Steven Spielberg, there's AI, although that's also
War of
sort of
Worlds.
Stanley Kubrick, you know what I'm going for. And for Rob Reiner, it's North.
It's based on a book called North, the tale of a 9-year-old boy who becomes a free agent and travels the world in search of the perfect parents. And yes, that actually is the book's name, by Alan Zwiebel, who was also a producer and a screenwriter on the movie, along with Andrew Scheinman.
So is this Rob Reiner's
That's a
thing, like
long-ass
often
name.
adapting books or something?
Yes, and this time he has the actual writer of the book involved, so the writer can have no excuse because he did write this and the book.
I'm wondering if the book was this stupid, though. I mean, Rob Reiner seems to do a pretty good adaptation for what I've seen of his movies, so let's try and figure out what the heck went wrong here. Okay, basically, audience,
Quick
because...
question on that note. Since the writer of the book was involved with this, how did he feel about the finished product? Do you know?
Yeah, he probably loved it.
He must have approved of it.
Well, Shiro,
So it
even if
would
he,
just kind of answer the question of, was the book as bad as the film?
that's the thing, Shiro. He wrote it, so he has no one but himself.
And the other
Okay, then.
okay, and the other screenwriter, but he was the producer along with Reiner, so
Yeah.
Either executive meddling took a hold, or somehow
Or he's-
this just
or
didn't
he's really
translate
just
well
that-
into film.
or he's really just that shit a writer.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
basically, audience, we're going to start right before the Columbia Pictures logo because apparently this movie has been re-released at least once or twice.
Yeah. Okay, so skip New Line Cinema if it's in your copy.
And just
Yeah.
stop right before Columbia Pictures and let the ride begin. Everyone ready?
Yay.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
yes.
3,
Yes.
2, 1, click. Yeah, but trust me, Shiroya, Misery is awesome. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't seen the movie, no.
Read the book?
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. So Columbia, I think this is their transition between only being owned by Coca-Cola and Sony.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is Rob Reiner's production company here.
Castle
Yeah,
Rock
Castle-
Entertainment.
Who also gave us Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, this film was trounced at the box office by The Lion King.
Gee, I wonder why.
And so we begin on Home Alone.
Cue the John Williams theme.
Sorry, Dwibs, there's no Macaulay Culkin here. You'll have to see Goodson if you want to see him versus
No,
Elijah
of course,
Wood.
no. There's no Macaulay Culkin. The child actor in this movie can actually act.
Well,
Fortunately.
Macaulay Culkin can act in certain cases when it's, geared to his advantages.
That's the sad. That's the sad part. Despite this movie having an amazing cast, the one actor who manages to come out of this with dignity is the child actor, Elijah Wood, because he's actually pretty damn good in this movie. Like, yeah, he tries his best
So
to
he's
make.
a good actor anyway.
Yeah, he tries his best. Like his actual emotions and shit is very well on point. He tries his best to make this movie work, but yeah.
He's one of my favorites, actually.
But at least we got
Zero.
Mark Scheinman's score to enjoy.
I'm actually surprised that in that case that you don't like.
Oh,
did
John
you
Lovitz.
didn't like him in Lord of the Rings, though.
I remember because of the whole setting of that. I don't watch Lord of the Rings anyway.
What is it about fantasy that you don't like?
Dan
It's
Aykroyd,
not the
Kathy
fantasy
Bates,
side of it,
yes.
it's the whole medieval aspect. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me at all.
Yeah.
You're a medievalist.
Yes, that's right, audience. Please pay mind to the entire A-list cast that is playing before us.
Yeah.
Okay, from what I've heard, the few good things
And
are
they
in
even
this
got
movie.
Abe Vigoda, by the way.
I was gonna say one thing that I've from all the this movie got panned, but of the very few good things I've heard about this movie was Mark Shyman's score, and and the cast performances for the most part. And Jover's burbs, he's trying to escape.
You can't escape.
No, you
Well,
cannot.
at least we have a good score.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'll take bets. How much do you think the Jover won't be coming back?
I'm sure he has to come back. He's our leader. Morale will fall apart. Oh wow.
That doll. Okay, this film cost $40 million to make, and it only took 7.1 million at the box office.
Oh.
Well, though, considering its competition and the atrocious reviews this film got, it's not surprising, really.
The reviews probably had more to do with it, though.
More specifically, Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel's.
Since you did say that this guy's made a lot of really good movies.
And I've heard the one he did after this, The American President, was good. So,
All right, here we go.
There's west, south, east, north.
Here's Frollo, who is actually the son of George Costanza and Elaine Benes. Yes, for some reason they got both Jason Alexander and Julie Louis-Dreyfus to play these two. I mean, I'm guessing because Castle Rock, the production company of Seinfeld. I know, but still. Is it, as a big Seinfeld fan, it's kind of feels off to me to see both of these married, because in the Seinfeld, these two can't stand each other.
And they can't stand each other here either.
Oh, and that's our narrator, Bruce Willis.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, good.
Bruce Willis narration. Yes, we know.
Inspected by 6? What the
Yeah.
hell does that even mean?
I don't know, but parents, pay attention, please.
Oh yeah, here's the thing, Shiroi. For some reason that's never actually properly explained, North is pretty much treated as fucking Jesus in this movie.
Right.
Every single parent, aside from his actual own parents, treat the kid like he's the fucking the best kid ever.
Yeah, like just
and are constantly demanding their own kids to be more like North. Because that's not going to psychologically scar their kids or anything, right?
Apparently it has to do with the fact that North is supposedly this child prodigy who excels at everything. And I mean everything.
Well,
and
if there's one
thing he doesn't excel at, it's singing.
Yeah, singing. I was just going to say. Okay, one thing is parents shouldn't aspire them to be like North is singing. Okay, I don't think that's what a panic attack looks like. I've had one. I should know.
It tends to be different for some people.
I'll just get out of the way. I had one during ice skating, and I never did that again. Anyway, back to the movie.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Jason Alexander play the
Hello.
parents. So you have two of the greatest actors/comedians, and that's all you can come up with for their dialogue. Great start,
Yes.
movie. Great start.
It's a bad sign when you manage to make
Oh,
Jason.
yeah, I got this line here. What?
Excuse me?
What?
Okay, enough has been said about that joke, so let's move on. Pedro, you were saying?
It's a bad sign when you manage to make Jason Alexander not funny.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Alexander was and still is one of the greatest comedians of our time. Oh, and see? And now because apparently...
this is his thing after he had that panic attack.
Yeah, basically he's a child prodigy, but his parents never seem to, acknowledge him, apparently. Even, at least that's what the film
Because
tells
they're
us.
useless.
Here's the thing, though. The film only really tells us that. And if anything, all I've seen are his parents actually acting concerned about him during that panic attack. I mean, so... Okay, basically I'll sum it up like this. How much have we actually seen of his parents neglecting him in this movie, as opposed to being told?
Not
Probably
none.
about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And
This is and the movie's not even that long. It's 87 minutes.
remember, guys, his parents came to his aid immediately when he had a panic attack. Because, that's totally
Yeah, but remember, Jova, while he was busy showing signs.
In the defense, he had to scream at them.
Yeah, and also Jova, remember you saw earlier he was having the starting of a panic attack. His parents are too busy arguing.
But that's the issue. He's having a panic attack because his parents are arguing. What does that have to do with them not being caring about him? In fact, that sounds like the selfish version when a kid says, "My mom and dad don't love me because they're arguing too much."
Oh, Jova.
What motivation is that?
Yeah, by the end of this movie, Norfolk actually might come off as an even bigger arsehole.
Which is kind of sad because he's the best actor in this film. I mean, okay, I get what the movie's trying to tell me, but all I'm really getting is the sense that North is just a child that, over-accomplishes stuff. Now, I'm not saying over-accomplishing is a bad thing, but he's letting it go to his head. Look, kid, you could be the best in your class and best at everything, but that doesn't mean your parents are going to pay attention to you 24/7. That's just a simple fact of life.
Also,
Speaking of facts of life, or shall I say anti-life, Bruce Willis in a bunny suit.
Okay.
This is apparently North's secret place.
Yes.
In
Okay,
public,
Shiroi.
in the
Question.
in the middle of a sofa shop.
Question, Shiroi. While you were 10, if you saw a man come to you dressed in a bunny suit, what would you do?
Get the fuck out of there. Although, as we've seen from later series that Elijah Wood has done, he's no stranger to hanging around with creepy dudes in animal costumes.
Yeah.
Or Andy Serkis.
Or cloaks. Well, he was
it's
in a
kind of become a thing for him.
He was in a movie recently where he plays a pianist, and if he gets one note wrong, he'll be killed.
Reminds you of Bioshock Infinite. Nice.
Heavy stakes there.
We should try. I forgot what the movie was called. I think this was called Piano, and I haven't seen it myself. But I might give it a shot one day. Okay, audience, do not expect laughter in this commentary.
I mean,
well, you
it's
get laughter, but it's more laughing at the movie, not with the movie.
I mean, it's only Bruce Willis. I'm sure he's not supposed to be a big deal actor.
Nah, of course not.
Oh, that's the kind of... Oh, okay, I get.
See, by this point, he was riding high on the success of the Die Hard movies and how he did Die Hard 3 the following year.
But even still, he can do comedy. In fact, he actually even did a bit of comedy during the Die Hard films.
Oh, here we go, sure. Pay attention now.
But Mom, I'm blind. But Mom, I'm hungry.
Never, ever, ever, like, no matter what, never compare your children to other people.
Jova, was that that kid just then, was that you?
Thankfully, no, because that kid has less hair than me.
Bad parenting 101.
Oh!
Not to mention, by this point, I don't think Jova was born yet.
Oh, yeah, 1994, literally a year before I was born. But here's the other thing. I also know that wasn't me because, my parents never compared me to some child prodigy. I mean, granted, I was a child prodigy myself, but even still, they didn't compare me to anyone else just to try and motivate me. You're comparing yourself to Mozart, a guy who was run...
Ladies and gentlemen, our hero.
You're comparing yourself to Mozart, you know, the guy who was run into the ground by his father and then exploited again by said father and died young. Mind you, coughing, sick. Real kid.
Yep.
You got it pretty easy in comparison.
Which somehow translates to sue your parents and leave.
It's not secret. It's in the middle of a sofa shop.
Even Mena seems to agree.
Ah.
Ah!
I swear.
What are you doing here, young child version of Dick Cheney?
I swear to God, I've seen this child actor so many times before. Is he
I
the
think
same?
it's actually. I think he's an actor. This. I think. Okay. Granted, I'm not at all remembering that now. But I think this kid might have been in a lot of movies starring child casts in the early '90s.
Wasn't he? He looks like the main kid actor in that Christmas movie. You know, the one that everyone remembers got a terrible sequel in 2000 something.
There are a lot of Christmas movies that got a terrible sequel, so you have to be more specific about that.
You know, the one with the Santa Claus that kicks the kid down a slide.
Yeah.
I know, Nostalgia Critic did a review of its sequel. What was that Christmas movie?
Never-ending story.
No, Christmas movie.
Anyway, while Jover tries to remember, Jover, for reference, I think you should look the guy up in the credits or something.
Already on
basically, North is going to divorce his parents.
Well, no, not divorce, but more so. Actually, does the movie? Oh, never mind. The movie calls it divorce, even though it should be emancipate himself. Matthew McCurley.
For a second there, I thought you said Matthew McConaughey.
Huh. Funny. Out of all the actors on Wikipedia, his is the only one that doesn't have another link.
Look on IMDb then.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Gee, it's like they have a job or something. Pants factory.
Eh.
They're testing out the durability of pants, I guess.
Was that supposed to be funny?
I don't
Dwebs.
know.
Dwebs, if you're gonna expect this movie to be funny, you got another thing coming.
Well, it is a comedy. It's supposed to be funny.
That's the thing, Dwebs.
I don't get
Writers had to
comedy
try
from
something. That's the thing, Dwebs. This movie's trying something different. A comedy that's not funny.
Wow. And this is
I
from the
can
same
tell
guy who
by
made
its
Misery and
appearance that
Princess
it's meant to be a
Bride.
comedy, but it's not funny at the moment.
Okay, this Matthew McCurley kid. Ooh, his last movie was in 2000.
And
Let's
what was
see.
it called?
I'll remember April. He was just.
You see, Joe. You should be more like North.
North always
I'll be right
remembers-
back.
North always remembers actors' names. I've made my decision. No, it's my decision.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know if Elijah screwed up the line or if that line was written like that. But whoever's fault it was, you're a moron.
By the way, gotta love how his supposed friend here already pressed out the news, despite the fact that North hadn't even confirmed whether or not he was going to. Can you imagine
Seriously?
how embarrassing it would have been if he chose not to divorce himself from his parents?
Seriously, Rob, you couldn't do another take?
I guess not, Dwebs.
What?
Oh hey, it's that. Oh,
how
hey,
does-
John Lovitz. You're supposed to be funny, right?
That's the thing, Jova. The method of this comedy is literally suck out the funniness out of everything that is funny in the world.
Jason Alexander, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bruce Willis, and now John Lovitz. And
What next?
trust
You're
me,
going to call the funny Kathy Bates?
Twibs, okay.
Yeah, about that, Wibs.
Kathy
Don't worry,
Bates-
don't
okay,
worry,
okay.
guys. I have seen Nostalgia Critics review
I know,
quite a
but
few
don't.
times actually.
I know. Don't spoil the audience. Let's just say, audience, Kathy Bates is kind of a different case, as in, like, well, she may be the one
Let's-
thing that may
not
get a
only is she not
reaction
funny-
out of you, but let's
not
just say
only-
it's
not only is she not funny, but there's also another problem regarding her performance in this movie, shall we say?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, that's right. And now, because of this, now other kids are threatening to divorce from their parents.
Because
Oh,
that's
guys, look, comedy.
Now,
because that's how it works.
oh wait,
right?
hold on.
Ha, get it? That line.
Ah,
and,
Get it?
You know, this could have worked if it had better comedic timing, or better
Yeah.
build up. Hey, here's an idea. Why not, shoot it with them already lying down as opposed to them falling down? Guys, this is totally the first time a child has ever wanted to emancipate. Oh, wait, that's right, it's called divorce, but, okay, the correct term is emancipate, and ew. Kid, you sure you don't want a restraining order from your lawyer there?
Superior Courtroom.
Judge Buckle.
Ha, get it? All rise, all sit.
Why, hello there, Alan Arkin.
Let me guess, is he a guy who's usually very funny, but he isn't here?
Why, Dwibs, yeah, you're right. He's a professional comedian, actually. And he's also an actor, director, musician, and singer. Again, I get the joke. They're trying to make it so that he's condescending to the little kid. Only they...
Oh, Joe. Really?
Seriously?
Get it? Because they're in a coma. Ha 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 ha.
Logically speaking, the court would have been suspended, until
Wait,
the parents actually,
Now it's over already.
I know, seriously? Okay, look,
Didn't even give any evidence or anything.
Hey, Dwibs, remember how this movie, while, trying to be comedic, still, started off at least in a realistic setting?
Yeah.
Well, from here on out, the film is going to go full-out wacky land on us.
Yep.
Seriously, it starts right here. No way would a court actually function this way.
Well, to be fair, Jove, I'm pretty. I kind of doubt that.
Let's listen to the stipulation. When is Labor Day?
September, I think. Wouldn't it make more sense to put him in the orphanage altogether?
What kind of judge are you?
Dude, Here's what I don't get. What's even the point of this rule? Seriously. Okay. I've said it before, but I'll say it now for certain. This is emancipation, not just divorcing from your parents. So, in this case, you should have expected you'd go to an orphanage. Oh, great.
Huh?
And now for some reason the whole world wants him. Again, kids emancipating from their parents aren't exactly, new. It
And
has happened before.
In this day and age, how did the news spread so quickly?
Because I don't know.
Alright, so it's off for some parent hunting.
And here's our plot.
Quote unquote.
Little did you know that years later, a better movie with the same name would be coming out.
Well, 2 years.
And yes, audience, I am in fact putting Independence Day over this movie.
So as she would bail on us, she probably saw what she was in for, so she ran away.
Either that or it's connection issues again.
I have returned.
Wow, perfect timing.
There she is.
Okay,
Shiro,
Shiro, you're just in
to see
time.
the first set of parents.
Lately,
I
I've been
did
having.
see BRB before I left. You probably
Hey,
didn't
guys.
hear me.
Okay then.
Hey guys, let's play a game. It's Guess the Stereotype.
Yes.
Quick question.
Hi, Dan Aykroyd. What are you doing here?
Is a child even allowed on a plane on their own?
Well, okay, here's the
basically,
thing.
what you
Okay,
missed
go on.
was basically the parents are in a coma, and because of that, and because that North is basically going on a vacation to try to find better parents. I'm not even kidding. That's the plot.
Now, here's the thing, though. Apparently, the court order is like, well, if he doesn't find parents or, get new parents or go back to his old parents before Independence Day, apparently he'll get put... Labor Day. He'll get put in an orphanage, apparently. Which, when you think about it, they should have just put him in an orphanage to begin with. And apparently the whole world wants him as their parents.
But Jova, if he did that, we wouldn't have a movie.
And yes, that is Dan Aykroyd.
As a cowboy.
Well, either until that particular day or until his parents wake up. Why are they in a coma?
Because they were so shocked by the news that he wanted to divorce from them. And which is another thing that bugs me. The movie says that he divorced from them, but no, he emancipated from them. That is, unless it's only temporary.
Hey, Shiro.
Yep.
I'm going to keep the whole guess the stereotype thing going throughout this commentary because this film offers up almost all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Willis.
Oh my god, Pedro's laughing at a joke in this movie.
Well, I will give this movie this.
Actually, I was looking more at the delivery of the line rather than the line itself.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shiro, more
Ooh, that
stereotype
looks
guessing
good.
time.
Oh boy. Okay, Shiroi, guess what?
Oh, wait.
This is-
Hold on, wait. Don't hit at it, actually.
Wait,
Shiroi,
wait. Huh?
just
Prepare
listen,
yourself for
Shiroi.
the big-lipped alligator moment of the movie.
So,
That's saying because you can kind of consider this entire movie a big-lipped alligator moment.
also, Shiroi, if you want to take a shot for every A-list actor, the mother is also played by Reba McEntire.
Honestly,
Okay, guys, it's
I'm-
guess the joke time.
to be fair, there's Doug already did that joke.
Yeah, I know, but I think he missed one. He was playing the game. I think I noticed. I, along with some others, noticed a joke he might have missed.
So, it turns out his new parents here want to fatten him up.
Here we go. Ha, get it? Because February, there's not much days in the month, so he can't eat as much during the month. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, also, he died in a stampede.
Are you sure? I'll pay attention, Shiroi. Big loss!
Oh, that's not
because
funny.
because he's fat, and fat
Dad.
people are funny, right?
Oh,
Okay,
here we go.
Okay. What?
And now we're in a musical.
There's
for
a
some reason.
musical in this?
Welcome
Yes.
to our musical, Shiroi.
And before you ask Shiroi, no, there is no other song anywhere else in the movie.
Well, I
Just
mean,
here.
Well, I mean, I guess to their credit, at least they cast the two actors
Well, I
that,
guess they're rich. They can afford a musical.
and to the movie's credit, at least they, gave these roles to people who are adept at singing. So at least they're in tune.
Okay, that joke I mentioned earlier about the whole painting February thing, I don't blame the Star Trek critic for missing that because that was just as unfunny as anything else.
But yeah, now that you mention it, I never noticed that joke either.
The bullshit. Well, see, this is one of those cases where bullshit is piling up so fast. We need bigger shovels.
Yeah.
Oh, a fiance.
Isn't he a bit young for that?
And by the way, Shira, in case you missed it, they want to fatten him up so that he can become more like their lost son who
Don't
died.
worry, I got that. But again, I've seen the
That's
Star
not
Trek
disturbing at all, is it?
I don't see any problem with that whatsoever.
Again, I've seen
Speaking
the
of
Star Trek-
disturbing, guys, ready for more old adult speaks to prepubescent child?
I've seen NC's review. I can
Keep
get.
in mind,
I can
Shiro,
get
this
the
is
gist
supposed to
of
be
it.
Keep in mind, Shiro, this is supposedly a comedy, a feel-good comedy, according to.
So what? From what I've heard, this is kind of a bigger fraud than Slumdog Millionaire being a feel-good comedy.
and Moonrise Kingdom being a whimsical adventure.
Again, I haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire, but I have seen a review of it. From what I've seen, that's about as much a feel-good comedy as Die Hard is a romantic thriller.
Honestly, whatever. I'll get into that when we do that commentary. I know.
Willis, that's good advice, but shouldn't you be telling that to, the kids who have their parents lambaste them for not being North as opposed to, North, the kid who's adored?
What?
This advice is going to be stupid in hindsight. Trust me on that.
I don't get it.
You'll see. Okay, basically saying, sometimes when you're looking for the true value, you have to look in other places.
Bye.
Bye.
What?
Bye.
What? What? What?
Eh. That's it. Well, you've destroyed what could be valuable money.
But
I
now
don't-
he'll be. But now he'll be
okay,
able to remember him by it.
Jova,
Yeah.
Jova, question. Is
Yeah.
this a common thing you guys do in Texas?
I don't think they often do it. Well, I mean, maybe with tiny coins, but
Well. Then again, taking account of what this movie is going to try to tell that the Arctic people do later on with a pagoda, I'm assuming no.
but before the
Meanwhile,
Arctic, Viva el Norte! Arriba!
I think it's that kid who's still, that blonde kid from earlier. He's still trying to create an uprising of kids divorcing their parents after North's example.
The kid
She's not
kind
funny either.
How witty.
What was it with 90s films where, kids tended to be the best actors, compared to the A-list actors?
And also, are you sure this premise is all right for a kids' movie?
Well, actually,
According
this
to Rob
could-
Reiner,
What do you mean, the uprising thing?
The entire premise in general. Kid goes around meeting racist stereotypes or just stereotypes in general.
Oh, but Dwibs,
Not
it's
to
a
mention-
family. But Dwibs, it's a family cute picture with whimsical music.
So,
Well,
Jova, to answer what you said, I'm guessing that's because, well, I think children adapt to situations a lot faster and better than adults do.
I know, but it's kind of embarrassing in hindsight.
So
with
it's like
the
they
North.
can work with this crap, whereas the adults get a little more antsy about
Okay.
things very quickly
Okay.
than children do. They have far more tolerance.
Okay, Shiori. We're in Hawaii now. Guess what the stereotypes here are going to be?
Hula
Oh,
skirts,
boy.
flowers,
Not just
coconuts.
that. Oh, trust me, Shiroi. Oh, trust me, Shiroi. You would wish you would have been just that.
You know what's really kind of awkward in hindsight? The majority of the locations North goes to are in North America, and then they're later going to shoe in the parts where he goes to different countries, which comes way out of left field, may I add.
Okay, who plays the Hawaiian couple?
Let
Oh
me
my
look 'em
gosh,
up.
the t-shirts, the
Okay, that
What do you
joke
mean I'm
is...
fired?
Okay,
A
that joke...
feel-good comedy for the whole family.
Okay, I hate to admit it, but that one Aloha joke did kind of get a laugh out of me.
Jesus Christ, Jova, you should be feeling. I'm feeling. Even you are making. Just the fact that you did is making me feel unclean.
The Aloha joke, though, I mean, it's a joke that actually works and one that they don't run too much into the ground, so I will give him that 1 point for it. Don't worry, Pedro. The score will all be negative anyway, considering all the bad racist jokes.
guys, time zones don't affect how long you live.
Oh, here we go. Here's another thing.
Oh, you You...
Right.
Wow. That was despicable.
Can I please leave?
This movie's. This is pure evil. Like, what is up with these jokes?
They're horrible.
Oh, and don't worry, audience. Just because we're reacting like this, do not be fooled. The worst is yet to come.
Jesus
like
Christ!
like
so-
this
so-
upcoming joke, for example.
Wait, listen.
Oh, here we go.
Oh God.
Wow.
Ha! She's infertile. That means it's funny. Ha.
Also,
Ha.
Also, you wanted to know the actors of these two? Well, the Mr. Ho, the mayor of Hawaii, is actually played by an actual Hawaiian, Keon Joseph Young. And before you ask, yes, he's another actor who deserves better than this.
Seriously, they just made that joke. This makes Seth MacFarlane look like a fucking angel. Jesus Christ.
Shiri, how do you feel about that quote-unquote humor?
Which joke are you referring to now?
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
They're all terrible.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
It's not just that they're not funny. The jokes themselves are so mean-spirited. I mean, seriously, Family Guy's like an angel compared to this. God.
Oh, Shiri, if you thought that was the worst joke in this Hawaiian section, the one coming up is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, before we get there, the wife, Mrs. Ho, is played by Lauren Tom, who has been in a glorious amount of stuff, including Hanna-Barbera stuff, Pinky and the Brain, Kids Next Door, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, King Kung Fu Panda movies. Basically, for every A-list actor you see, assume they're great. That's sadly the case with this movie.
Elsewhere. Okay, here we go. I think this is it coming up now.
Yeah, it is. Just
Okay,
in just a
Shuri,
moment.
are you ready to have your mind blown away?
Yep.
Oh, wait, no. First, we have this to go through.
Again, the Starter Critic skipped some stuff, so
Okay, here we go. Shiroi, doesn't this make you want to come to Hawaii?
Yes, like you know.
Every airport! Sarah Palin eats your heart out. No, seriously, this makes Sarah Palin's exploitation of her kids look like a fucking walk in the park.
Wow.
Actually, no. This makes what Sarah Palin does with her kids look like she looks like she takes them to Disney World every day. And yeah, nobody wants to come to Hawaii anymore. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why.
Who would want to come to Hawaii if you're putting that on every highway?
Oh, Lauren Tom and Keon Young. You know, I think I get the feeling every good actor. Okay. That's another thing that's despicable about this movie. At least in most bad movies, there's at least
Why would anyone want to come there if you're having kid crack butts here?
What the hell is going on?
madness.
Basically,
You're
showing
right.
the logic
Just
of these
madness.
Hawaiian parents is that if they show North's naked arse on every highway in Hawaii, then more people will come.
Underage child!
Like I said, Sarah Palin wishes she could be this whacked out.
Also,
Anywho.
guess who's here?
Oh, hi. I'll go back to being a cameo in Spider-Man.
Who, Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Wait, he was in that movie?
He was in all three of them, at least once. He was, the
Don't you
cameo
mean
guy.
Bruce Campbell?
Oh, wait,
Bruce
never mind.
You mean
I'm
Bruce
thinking
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. Never mind.
You got two Bruces confused.
Were all
Yeah.
of these filmed on location, like in the actual
Yes.
places that
Yeah.
Yes, it's like Rob Reiner wanted to go on vacation and somehow get paid for it. Yeah, I know I'm stealing one of Doug's jokes, but seriously, it perfectly describes what what could possibly have been the mindset for this movie's production.
I'll say. Anywho, one thing that really disgusts me about this movie, at least in most bad movies, it has its fair share of bad actors that you can pin stuff on. But no, literally every single A-list actor that shows up in this movie is an acclaimed actor who excels at all of their traits. This is quite possibly an even worse suckage of talent from than an M. Night Shyamalan film, because at least of M. Night Shyamalan films usually just has like one or like a few great actors, but no, this one...
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Okay, sure, believe it or not, the worst joke is yet to come.
Yep.
It's not this one coming up, but this one's still pretty crap.
Basically, to sum up what I was saying, this movie had...
something worse than what I just saw.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now we're going Adolf Hitler on this.
That just reminds me a bit more of Citizen Kane, actually, considering the picture was in black and white.
I haven't seen Citizen Kane. In fact, I have seen the Blu-ray on sale in my local shops, but it's like 20 quid.
It's awesome. I love that movie.
So now, because of this movement, kids are, of course, using it to force their parents to, treat them as they want. Again, it's sad that the kid actor is entertaining me more than John freaking Lovitz over there. Then again, I guess I can blame that on the direction. Because seriously, I don't think I've ever seen a movie that sucks out so much talent as this movie does.
And how
Yeah.
Rob Reiner's usually from what I can tell, he's usually a pretty good director. I mean, hell, he's kind of an actor himself, so he should know about this.
He is an actor. He is an actor, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened with this movie? I mean, okay, I can get the
Is
writing.
the source
sucking.
material really that shit? I mean, it has to be. If Rob Reiner can't make it funny,
I'll say.
or any other positive aspect, like for Misery.
I mean, let me put this into perspective, Shura. You know how most actors can at least try to have fun with even a badly written role?
Like Eddie
dude,
Redmayne.
None.
Like Eddie Redmayne and
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
Or Jack Black in Neverending Story 3.
Yeah.
None of the A-list actors managed to do that with their lines. I'm not even
Also,
kidding.
Also,
Oh, here we go. Here's another randomness joke.
Oh no, we're gonna crash! Maybe people will start panicking inside so we can get the joke? Nope! Just touches glass.
get it? Because it's a very slippery highway. It slipped and hit the window. Ha ha ha.
You know,
How is that even a joke? It's
wouldn't it have
just
made more
weird.
sense to have had it actually crash through the window? Oh god.
Not funny.
Okay, Shiroi, well hey!
Shiroi, get ready to say that a lot throughout this movie.
Hey, well, you know, I can give them some credit. They actually got, you know, a native. I mean, they actually got, you know, an actual Inuit.
Hawaiian.
No. I'm talking about for this role. I mean, you know, they got...
An Inuit.
Ah, right. Avoid saying Eskimo. But yeah, they got an actual Inuit actor, and oh yeah, this is totally realistic, isn't it? Christmas music, garage doors in an igloo. But, as I said, they got an actual Inuit actor, and another good one.
But,
Graham Greene.
And there we go. Kathy Bates. Okay, Shiroi, in case you don't know, Kathy Bates is a white woman. So, yeah, to make her look like an Eskimo, they painted her face like that. You make your own judgment about that.
I guess the only reason I can think of why Reiner cast Kathy Bates is because he worked with her on Misery. But that's the only reason I can think of.
Well,
someone please explain to me why this is supposed to be funny.
I don't know what this theme is.
I never
I don't
thought
know
it was
what they're whistling.
some tune to this old show.
But why? Why is this a joke? What's supposed to be funny about this?
I just always saw it as their attempt to try and get something charming. Either way, though, it fails. Okay, now here's the thing. Ever since Misery, Kathy Bates has sort of been a real staple with Rob Reiner. And, you know, it makes sense. I mean, okay, she did great in some of his films, to the point where Stephen King even made a book specifically for a role to have Kathy Bates star in the movie. But if you're gonna have Kathy Bates, why the heck are you... I mean, okay, I don't know how much this will fly, but you know what? No, I don't think this will fly at all. This is blackface. No tiptoeing around it. Well, blackface, you know, except with Inuit.
Or brownface. Same thing.
So, Shiro, are you offended?
Shiro?
I guess she fainted.
Huh?
Are you offended?
Not yet.
You know, considering the amount of stereotypes this film does, I'm surprised they haven't done a Welsh stereotype.
Don't fall asleep on me,
I think they
Shiro.
do later in the film. Oh, and Abe Vigoda too gets in on the Inuit.
What are you doing here?
Who?
Did you
Abe
Vigoda
Vigoda.
from The Godfather?
Oh.
The Godfather, Dwibs.
Oh.
What are you doing here, Abe?
Basically, Dwibs, Abe
Did
Vigoda
you
was
read the
one of the...
script?
Basically, Dwibs, at the time, Abe Vigoda was considered one of the gods of the film industry of acting. Starting to see a pattern here, you know. Great actor, awesome actor, god tier actor.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Shiro.
This is like God's Not Dead, where they try and make every.
Ah, wait, shut up.
Oh, this part. I know what's coming.
Okay, that was pretty funny, actually.
What was, sorry?
Yes,
What was
enjoy that
funny?
one funny
Well,
joke, Shiroi, because we're about to veer right off into no man's land in terms of logic.
I do his reaction to what they said. I meant to it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wise Inuit words of wisdom. Said by an Abe Vigoda spray painted in the face. Okay, Shiroi. Basically, while a ticket holder gives them tickets, they float off on an iceberg to die.
Because
Well, they get TV.
Here's the thing.
This is-
This wasn't done for ages. No one really does this anymore. Oh,
not
and
to
also...
mention,
Yeah.
not to mention, what kind of horrible, disgusting human being fucked this fucking movie up?
Well, it was a book, so ask the author.
Like I said,
Again,
like I said,
the author co-wrote this script.
like I said,
Yeah, so
like I said-
blame them.
like I said, this writer is making Seth MacFarlane look like a fucking nice guy. Jesus.
At least Seth MacFarlane at some point could have been considered a nice guy, before he veered off the deep end. This is just evil.
No, actually, Jova, I think even today's Seth MacFarlane, I think, is at least a bit nicer than this.
And wait, horses? What the heck are horses doing up in the North
I mean, the
Pole?
things he writes and says don't match his
I'm sorry.
niceness, but
I'm sorry.
get a point.
Okay, I'm sorry. What the heck are horses doing up in the North Pole unless those are reindeer and I just couldn't get a good look? Oh, hi, Bruce.
Also, the guy did do movies. Alan Zwiebel, he did do films before and after this one. Before he did Guild Alive and Dragnet, and then afterwards he did The Story of Us. Wait, Rob Reiner directed Story of Us as well? And that also has Bruce Willis.
I'll be right back.
Right.
Huh.
Wait, how did we get this far in already?
We
I don't even know
traveled by
this.
story.
But Labor Day you said was in September, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean,
And
unless
this
it
is- and
changes
he's-
over time.
And he started in July, so
Yeah, Labor Day is September 5th.
how do you all this stuff? I'm surprised. How do you manage to take 2 months doing this stuff?
Oh, don't worry, Dribs. He's gonna pack so much into the last week.
Boy. Oh boy. Gee, while you've
Oh my god, those
stereotyped-
are horses! Okay, seriously, then I must ask, what are horses doing in the North Pole? Oh, get ready to lose more faith in this world's humanity. And when I say that, I mean this movie in particular, because no way is even real-life humanity this well lost. Oh,
Wait,
Ben Stein!
Ben Stein?
And yes, guess what? They managed to
Ben,
make...
what are you doing here?
You know, Ben's monotone has always been funny, except here. And
And
yes,
so the
his
mask.
parents got put on display.
Well, there's Son of the Mask too.
Even in Son of the Mask, he could at least be considered funny and one of the better parts of that movie, hence why he was
Well,
only allowed to show up in a few seconds of it.
In hindsight, I don't feel so bad for Ben because considering the recent shit he's been pulling in recent years.
Uh-oh. Well, was he still... So is this like something that's just been revealed, or stuff that he's only started recently?
No.
doing?
I'm talking about in terms of. Okay, I'll get into that later. But this is kind of off topic, so.
Okay. Is it like a reverse...
No, it's got nothing to do with acting. It's something regarding to
Oh, I know,
his
I know,
other
I know.
activities.
I know. But is it like a reverse Ben Affleck where, he was kind of a jerk before his directorial days and, now we
No,
can like or hate him?
no, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Yeah, Jova, let's concentrate
focus
on
on
this
this.
movie.
I know it's
Okay.
hard, but
Okay, now, time to really jump the barrel here. Oh, wait,
So,
no. I
what-
guess we're not doing it yet. Okay, guys, let's go to the Amish land.
Really? We're doing the Amish?
Oh, I'm sure this movie won't try,
Are
so...
they seriously doing this?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
we
come
are.
now, Shiroi. This is only the same movie that, had North's parents put on display in a museum. Living people, mind you. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't stoop to making fun of the Amish,
Here we go.
right?
It's like The Village all over again.
Wait, The Village was a comedy?
No, The Village in terms of people being Amish.
Get it? Because they're old-fashioned. They talk in old-fashioned language.
The sad thing is that
Of
at this
course.
point, I would take The Village over this.
Ha! Who art named Art.
Kid, it's the Amish community! Wait, so you're telling me
This one.
Seriously, kid?
There you go. That's the one moment in this movie that I actually got a smile out of me because
So-
Yeah, that made me smile.
Elijah Wood's delivery in that scene is perfect.
Well, at least that,
with great comedic
Now,
timing.
well,
Beijing.
yeah, at least hey, guys, at least it was short.
Yeah.
Speaking
But
of
what I mean,
short-
gotta give credit to Elijah Wood. He's the only actor in this movie that actually manages to come out of
Oh,
this with dignity.
styling suggestions. Ha,
The
ha,
Chinese
ha.
have weird hairstyles.
Get it,
Ha,
Shiroi? All right,
That's-
moving here.
To there.
No, wait. Yep, there. In good old Africa.
Oh God.
We all dress like jungle people and we scream like Tarzan.
Of course we do.
Oh, gee, what a shock. Women are topless in Africa. More at 9. Isn't this a fun kids film where, the little kid looks at his adoptive mother's...
Kids come see North. We're
Oh,
fun for
come
all
on.
the family.
Aw, you missed Italy.
Here we go.
Well, they're in France now.
Everyone smokes, wears a beret. Where's the...
And they watch Jerry Lewis.
Everyone eats croissants, even though they're not actually French.
Get it? Everybody in France watches Jerry Lewis, right?
I never
Right?
got it. What was France's obsession with Jerry Lewis anyway?
I don't know.
I mean, it came to the point where I actually thought he was French, but no, he's American, so... Eh.
Elijah Wood's face
Next.
should probably represent everyone's reactions to this movie.
Hey guys.
Yes,
I
the
wonder
Twin
why-
Towers.
I wonder why this film bombed. Well, also, okay, audience, coming up in this movie is actually an interesting bit of trivia. This was
Oh,
the
wait,
film
hold
debut
on.
of a certain Avengers actor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, indeed. So, now you choose to come back to America, and that was what, like, only a few foreign countries?
All right, Shira, do you know who Scarlett Johansson is? Shira? All right,
Yeah?
I guess not. Okay. Do you know who Scarlett Johansson is?
Yes.
Well, there she is.
There she is, right there, with, I guess, 7 years old. She was back here.
Ah, yes. I'm sure no one ever imagined...
At least now she's one of the most awesome, strong female characters in movies nowadays in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Not only that, but she also has a lot of great roles, too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What is with this child?
You see,
Also-
Shiro.
Also,
Oh,
that's
look, it's
Hi,
the Terminator
Terminator.
2 arcade game.
also that makes
I
me
kind of
wish
wish I was playing that game.
I'll be right
instead.
back.
hell, I wish I was watching Terminator.
Okay, now listen to this, guys. Oh, wait. Still not funny.
Still not funny, yeah.
Operation Xerox. Okay, that was funny. By the way, that's Robert Costanzo as Al. Basically, he's the...
Was that supposed to be funny?
Basically, Robert Jason Costanzo is famous as the usual double for Danny DeVito. So, yeah, he's pretty good.
So he's discount Danny DeVito?
He's literally discount Danny DeVito, as in, he's the voice double and sometimes even the body double for Danny DeVito.
Well, Danny's that short.
And now they finally recovered. What?
Well,
Oh, God! I forgot about this part. Apparently the museum wants to keep
Why
money.
did you bother getting these two incredibly talented actors for this? Why?
why have they got
yeah.
doubles?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The museum, remember, is profiting off of them. So when the parents finally get out of their coma, they apparently had body doubles right at the ready to replace them. Because humanity's not despicable enough in this film. Oh, don't worry, little Johansson. You'll have plenty more to look out for in your future. Let's see.
Well,
You may
Home
also...
Alone, Home Alone 3 notwithstanding.
She was in that? Oh,
Yes, she
God,
was.
you're right, she was. Was she the mother or the daughter?
Daughter, in 1997, she's the mother.
Ah, right. By the way, sweetie, look forward to that phase in your life when you kind of become a snake.
Or a Russian who sounds like an American.
Or a famous Cinderella cosplayer. Seriously, that happened.
Or someone who can access a lot of their brain and become Jesus. Okay, I'm convinced that kid was the director, not Rob Reiner.
Yeah, terrible indeed.
And again, I'm not sure whether these were expressing the script or their actual emotions during the making of this movie.
Yes, this Hugh Glory kid. I don't know if he'll really make it out there, but he seems like a promising child prodigy.
So he could be a child in his 30s?
I'm pretty sure in here he was already an adult, but whatever.
Since we're already on the theme of child actor prodigies.
I don't think he was even a child actor at all, actually.
Okay, yeah, that joke didn't work, but come on, at least I put more effort into it than this movie did.
Well, you still fail.
Also, Scarlett Johansson's also going to be in the Ghost in the Shell movie coming out in 2017.
Directed by the same wonderful genius who gave us Snow White and the Huntsman.
Glorious.
Again, the director's my biggest concern, not just the whitewashing.
Is someone actually pointing out something strange in this universe?
Yeah. Editing.
Oh, it's Clue.
Do you mean Cluedo?
Well, the box says otherwise.
Well, to me, it's Cluedo, damn it.
Oh yeah, so yeah, basically, as you guys can see, everybody, this is actually a family that North is actually should be happy to be with. I mean, this is a perfectly nice family. They play games and all that shit.
And they gave birth to Scarlett Johansson. Give them an A+ for that.
Yeah. So what? So yeah, North has found a perfect family finally, right?
Well, just keep watching and we'll see what happens.
Oh, look, the guy from The End of Days.
This movie has so much talent wasted. It's like everywhere I turn, there's this wonderful actor. Just sucked.
Why would you even get him just for a role that's only like 5 seconds long? Just get an extra for that.
Gee, let me guess. The blonde kid edited it so that it would make his parents look like the bad guys and make it look like they don't care about North and want another child because the blonde kid mentioned adopting another child earlier, and he was actually still recording it secretly.
Well, let's see what this movie actually stoops to.
Hello.
Hey, Shira, guess what? The parents have woken up from their coma. The parents have woken up from the coma.
I'm sure he must notice something strange is going on with that footage.
He said Hugh.
And they manipulated the
He
video.
said Hugh, not you. I already predicted it anyway, so.
Yeah, but I loved how Shuri managed to call without even seeing the scene beforehand. You know, it's not like the kid really had to manipulate the video that much anyway, since he was apparently so easily swayed into thinking his parents didn't care about him. And because he's not satisfied, he wants answers, he's going to leave.
The script forgot to give me a reason, so.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, seriously, he's just seen a videotape that suggests his parents still love him, but because he wants all the answers, he can't stay. Ignoring the fact that if he does not, get parents, he'll be put in an orphanage.
This movie is just buttfuck retarded.
And also, yeah, I know I did a nostalgia critic joke also, but what else can I say?
They're so applicable.
Mm.
So...
How much longer have we got of this movie?
Ooh,
About
about 30
a
minutes.
half hour. About a
Half
half hour.
an
yeah.
hour.
Oh my god! Oh my god, they really did rush this plot big time. Considering the fact that, the majority of him flip-flopping around the whole land was actually less than the first hour when you think about it.
So how are they going to stretch this movie out over half an hour?
Oh, watch and learn, Dwibs, on how not to do a movie plot. Remember that coin?
Excuse me?
Well, the guy does have a point. You can't really give a coin that has a hole in it. Oh, hi, JVC, Coca-Cola, taxi service, you name it.
Oddly enough, the company that isn't doing well at the moment is JVC.
A kids
Everything is wrong
movie,
with it.
guys, with hookers, police fights, and everything.
That's why they didn't put in Blackjack.
Shouldn't you say this music from when he was in New York? Because it sounds like New York music, just
I
saying.
think he is in New York.
Well, he is in New York now.
It
Yep.
can't be. I mean, he took a train leaving New York, since that's apparently where his...
That was Washington, D.C., that Perfect Parents said earlier.
What? But they said New York. He was arriving there.
Well, the movie's confusing anyway, so...
Yeah.
So now this kid owns the city.
But then he needs to slap this child.
Thank you.
How
Where are
does
this
he
kid's
become-
parents?
And how does this kid become this powerful?
Yeah.
Because
Through the power
he
of
controls...
contrived writing clips.
God.
Zero, I'm going to go out on a hunch and say you're not really big on this movie.
It's like the people who wrote this
No.
movie are fucking brain damaged.
Poor John Lovitz. I get the feeling this is him snapping, realizing what he signed up for. In fact, I'd like to imagine that every single actor in this movie had this breakdown at some point.
Is
Got-
it?
By the way, on a budget of $40 million, the box office was $7.1 million.
I already said that earlier.
You said it was a box office flop. I don't recall the exact numbers.
Well, no.
Either way,
Not-
though, big box office bomb, couldn't even make back a quarter of its budget.
And how it says something when the movie to revive his, briefly revive Reiner's career was
Did
another
you say a pinch of murder?
Yes,
collaboration.
Shiroi. He's now
Was it-
going to have someone go out and try and murder North, just so he can keep it so that kids will constantly threaten their parents with suing, and the kids, having power over the adults apparently allows him to have all the power in the city.
I was just gonna say, it's something when what Rob Reiner needed to revive his career, albeit temporarily, was another collaboration with Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah.
Wait, now all of a sudden he's running away.
No, seriously, did you just see he's getting chased by a murderous gunman? I mean, literally, the next scene, and boom, he's being chased by a mob hitman. That's a great transition, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I can say another positive thing about this movie.
What, the fact that the guy from End of Days didn't have just 5 seconds and is still in this movie?
No, it's shot well, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aw, penguins.
Okay, the penguins are the best part of the movie.
Of course, this all makes sense. They couldn't get the actual Danny DeVito because
Yeah,
he was
they
too
can't
busy
do
with
anything
that
wrong.
Batman movie.
Penguin House.
What I'd give for Danny DeVito's penguin to save this movie.
Yep.
Alright, so North is
And,
going to...
end scene.
That's his big disguise, wear a different shirt.
Yes.
This is the same kid whose secret place is, in the middle of a mall.
Yeah, in the middle of a sofa shop. Yeah, I don't think this kid knows what covert or secret actually mean.
Oh, hey, Adam, that black kid who was in this movie.
Yay.
Okay, that's a very nice character trait, but, want to give this kid a motivation for helping?
Oh, never mind. What was his name again?
Adam.
Adam, right.
Adam.
Alan! Oh, sorry, wrong.
Oh, wait,
wrong.
shoot, wrong name. God dang it, this movie's confusing us.
Yep.
He's everywhere.
What? Really?
Whoa, wow, the kids can at least take a hint in this movie. They're the smartest characters in it. Oh, there's his motivation. Okay, that's actually a nice motivation. It's a shame his character only showed up now.
What was his motivation again? I missed that.
The fact that, North was actually nice to him, treated him properly, and didn't pick him last and whatnot.
Okay, and now the kid's Batman.
Yes.
Well, that scene did seem a lot like a Batman shot. Okay, so...
NY.
Okay, so we have one good character in this movie, Adam. But I think he's gone for the rest of it. Hi, Discount Tim Allen.
He actually does kind of look a little bit like Tim Allen.
And
Yeah.
sounds like him, too. Police, New York City, New York's finest.
I think there was a cop car right there in the background.
Yeah, fun fact, you try the stuff, out in the middle of a street at any time in New York, you're probably gonna get arrested.
Yeah.
New York City's not exactly one of those cities where you can just vanish easily. Blood. A family picture.
Yes. Aren't you also heartwarmed by this wonderful feel-good family comedy, Shiroi?
Jesus.
Who needs you see, Shiroi, who needs level 5 when we have this? This is so much more heartwarming and whimsical.
Yeah, I totally.
Yeah. Akira Hina's got nothing on this.
See the thing? That's the sad part.
And there's our Italian joke.
Considering how mindful considering how mindful Hino is of things that are appropriate for kids in his work, he probably would go bananas if a writer tried putting some of this stuff in one of his games.
Heck.
Is anyone just going to ignore the kid?
Yeah, Paige, it's a good job you corrected yourself because I don't think I'd be this mindful.
Heck. Not just Hino, but even Shu Takumi. I mean, okay, yeah, the Ace Attorney games are meant for kids, and yeah, those have murder and everything. But even still, Ace Attorney, the game's filled with murder and stuff galore, still remembers to, have those heartfelt moments that, feel like it could still be a kid story.
Hang on, what's that tape?
That's the tape that Adam gave to him.
Is that the edited version or the unedited one?
Unedited one, I'm pretty sure, so we can see.
Wait. If your point was to make a film,
God, here he is again.
To try and trick North into thinking his parents don't care about him, why do you keep an unedited version if you've already sent it off? I know it's to back up, but
remember, Dwebs, this is the 90s. You needed the original tape so you can make an edited tape.
But then, if you've already sent it off and North's got it, why do you bother still having the unedited one?
I'm guessing Adam probably snuck it out.
So this is Bruce Willis. Was Bruce Willis?
NASA? Yeah, NASA. That's totally gonna be big.
Was it true Bruce Willis was a comedian before he became an action star?
Yep.
And even in his action stuff, he still can do some comedic improvisation.
Almost finished.
Joey Fingers. That is one of the most cliched New Yorker names I've ever heard. And I live in New York.
That'd be like if you're in Wales and you had an incredibly long, complicated name.
Mm-hmm.
What mistakes did you even make?
One argument.
We should have appreciated you more. Yeah. We totally didn't appreciate you. Okay, look, I know this is actually the real tape, but...
Wait, hang on, wait. So the kid recorded the reaction after this tape, and yet the tape cuts off here, and this is supposedly the unedited version. Why doesn't it carry on with him recording the reactions of the parents earlier so he could do the edits?
Wow, this movie is more stupid than I remember.
Am I the first one to point that out?
Don't know.
I know, and see them point this out, so I think I got one over the nostalgia critic.
To be fair, he often likes to, try and condense down the stupidity as best he can in his reviews.
Well, earlier, now he's like Peter Jackson.
It depends. Some of his reviews are better paced, some do go on for too long. But yeah, okay, for the sake of argument, okay, North, so you see another videotape, but here's what really hurts this movie. Why do you need a tape to show your parents' real feelings? For all you know, that one could be just as rehearsed as the other one. So, it kind of really stinks when your character needs a videotape to understand how much his parents care for him. Now, that's not to say that that sort of stuff can't be done properly. No, dear Lord, lots of films do that where they actually reveal their feelings through tape. But the issue is that North is supposed to be this all-perfect child who is so clear-minded and who we're supposed to root for.
He has too high a standards.
Also, I think...
But don't you see, Jova? North flosses. North never spoils his appetite.
Also,
North
is
perfect.
I normally nitpick stuff. I think this is one of those times where I can use my nitpicking powers for good.
By all means, Twibs, North is one of those movies that deserves every...
Especially when I pointed out that stupid thing with the tape earlier that I don't think anyone else has mentioned.
You also pointed out that other unfunny joke that even I missed.
What thing
Again,
with the tape?
others pointed that one out as well. Basically, the evil kid had recorded the parents earlier recording their missing North, but then he still had the tape on and was recording other reactions to them, so he could edit it to make North's parents look worse. But the tape the kid just watched was the unedited version, and yet
And it didn't have half of the stuff that was said.
yeah.
Oh god, here we go. Another joke coming.
So the stuff that was supposed to be recorded, it turned out wasn't recorded, but it was recorded. What? He's right in front. Yeah.
What are you even saying?
I don't. I.
The kids are trying
Jova,
to get him.
Wait, why were you running towards the killers?
Outsmart them?
Why? The kids could have caught you then.
Maneuvering?
Keep in mind-
North. Oh, and look who's back already! That was less than 2 minutes, and now he's back already, which kind of ruins the big plot twist.
FedEx.
I love how they're still trying to pretend like this character could possibly not be, some magical teleporting character.
Yeah.
I mean, really, movie? I mean, okay, look. Maybe I could have bought it, that he just had relatives, but no. He literally showed up in less than a few minutes after that last shot. I ain't buying it. And I ain't buying that either because I'm pretty sure you would suffocate without air holes in there.
Alright. What time are you? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We're basically seeing the kid creepily say, "May I have a word with you?"
Okay, I'm there too. Never mind.
Okay, and there's the bloody hat.
Okay. Now, and he just showed me the bloody hat. Even though I'm watching a downloaded copy, I'm still falling behind, but whatever. It's only a few seconds, so...
My god, the kid is literally pointing out how stupid the adults are being in this movie.
Yep.
Too little too late, that's all I'm gonna say.
Shiro, I just realized.
Should I?
Yeah?
Okay, you were talking about this kid.
Whoa, he just
Yeah,
went
wait.
any red bait on us.
Are you having trouble hearing us, Shiro, by the way?
The call sounds a bit iffy to me.
Ah,
Or
okay,
we can't stop now.
We'll start a new
Yeah.
one after. We'll start a new one after this. Anyway, what I was saying was, you were talking about that kid, right? Maybe that kid is one of the best attempts of this movie to have some kind of a commercial for birth control.
It's kind of a
Wait.
shame,
Why
because...
Why is the driver different? Why isn't it Bruce Willis? Did Bruce Willis just run off the movie?
I have no idea.
Well, Libs, can you blame him?
Well, considering the other crap Bruce Willis has been in.
No,
Then again, the
I'm
kid
sorry.
has kidnapped the parents.
No. I'm sorry, Dubes. Take any bad movie that any of these actors have been in, and I will still put that over this movie.
Even Die Hard 5.
Yes! Look, Die Hard 5 wasn't this offensive. Wow, this may be one of the best scenes in the movie because it's filled with actors actually giving a try.
Jesus.
Actually, this would have been such a great movie.
I was so hoping you'd say It's a Beautiful Day.
It'd be great, actually. Why not make the movie primarily about the kids being smarter than the adults? You know, actually intentionally having that be the case. Wow. Okay, for whatever Battle say about this movie, I gotta give that kid props for pulling off the villain role like that.
Wait, how can he get from his house to the mall in 9 minutes?
It's close enough, I guess, than by running for the forest. Hey, wait a minute. Shouldn't it be like to midnight?
He said midday.
That's stupid. And the judge is there. That's totally not biased.
What's the judge even doing there?
I guess to see to it that... Oh, wait. Actually, that raises another question. Why are they waiting at his secret place? Which, again, yeah, real great job on having it be secret, but why were they waiting there for him? You know, it's a shame they actually didn't stay at their house, because then North would have found them there. Okay, Shiroi, are you ready for the absolute worst thing about this movie?
What?
Just
They're
watch.
about to. They're about to give you an even bigger middle finger than the other ones.
Even worse than the Hawaiian jokes. Even worse than Kathy Bates and Abe Vigoda. Even worse. Worse, I say. Than...
This is bullcrap!
Then the Texas thing.
Yeah. Okay, he's about to go hug his parents, which when you think about it should just make the deal go. You can make it, North. You can do it.
Don't worry.
I know it's gonna happen here, but how does it
Well,
happen?
first, he's gonna get killed, actually.
Oh, there we go.
Answer, Shiroi.
And
You
wait
wish.
for it.
You wish that
and
happened.
the gunman shoots, and
It was
you
all a
wake
dream.
up.
Wait. Wait.
The whole movie was
Wait,
a dream.
what?
Okay.
Yeah, the whole movie was a freaking.
Okay, guys. Let's hear Shiroi's reactions to that. Shiroi, how do you feel about being subjected to everything in this movie
You're
and figuring out
telling
it's all
me
it's a dream?
That you made me sit for this. For that.
Yes.
Welcome to North, Shiroi.
And hell, this makes North come off as a massive dick because he's in his head. There's all these stereotypes going on, so that means he thinks of them as these stereotypes. So he's a
I'm never
racist.
waking up from this.
So he's a bigot.
Yep. Oh!
Well, Shiroi. Well,
Oh, wait, hold on,
there you
guys.
go.
Wait, hold on, guys. We still have our ending moral.
Well,
It's
Shiroi.
gotta be a good moral.
Oh,
it's
you're
not.
gonna love this, Shiroi. I'll let you...
Well, Shiroi. At least now you won't fall asleep.
I guess this set you up perfectly free.
Okay, guys, are you at 124.48?
No, we're
I'm at
at
125.
I'm at
125.
125.45.
Yeah. What Shiroi says.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm at 125.
Oh, wait, hold on. Here's the moral.
20. 125.20.
Sure.
And go.
There's a lesson. There's no place like home.
There you go, Shiroi. And now we're gonna have horrible stereotypes, horrible jokes, and just flat out stupidity and unpleasantness, just for something you could see in a welcome mat.
Well, there's no place like hell either, but you know.
So, yes, there you go, Shiroi.
So now we know North is a racist and stereotypical bigot.
And he apparently just scared Jack squat for his parents because he imagined them getting shot along with him. I'm sorry, his parents are incredibly worried. Again, I ask, what clue did we have that they ever underappreciated him?
Yeah, everything in the movie is pretty much moot, so... Okay, This was the movies out trying to think, oh no, the writers don't think of them as stereotypes. North is the person who thinks of them as stereotypes. But actually, wouldn't that make the whole thing worse, seeing as though we're supposed to sympathise with North, and yet
I'm gonna have a headache after this.
and yet it turns out he's a racist.
Sorry, Shuri, it's not over yet.
Oh, joy!
What, did you think it was gonna be over that easily?
If somebody tells me this
Wait.
is a dream within a dream, I'm gonna go nuts.
He's telling them about the dream right now. And let's see the reaction. Wow! Thank you! It's like, we're busy. We can't be there for you every time, you selfish jerk. It took an entire dream, an acid dream, for him to learn that. And his parents just told him there in a few seconds.
In hindsight, we probably should have been tipped off. It was a dream because of that weird cloud vision brownie high heroin effect that they had earlier before he transitioned into that blonde kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but usually dream sequences don't go on for that long, and there's usually a better hinting at
Well,
it, too.
Joe, let's not forget after last season, because after last season also pulled off this twist.
Yeah, but after last season didn't have as big a budget.
What has that got to do with anything? That's writing, though.
Well,
Yeah,
the
budget
fact that
for writing.
they go budget for length. And now, Shiroi, are you ready for incredibly slow 4 minutes of credits? I mean, no. Actually, 6 minutes of credits.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
the coach was played by the author.
All right. Shiro,
James
final
F.
thoughts, please.
Yeah.
Well, the comedy was terrible. I didn't much care for the music. The actors did a fantastic job for what they had to work with.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll give them. I mean,
I'm happy this is over.
you're never
I
getting
need to
those
lie
minutes
down in a
back.
dark room.
Yes. Lie down in a dark room and go mad like Kathy Bates did in Misery. It's such a shame that Misery came out before this, because this would be the perfect headcanon for why Kathy Bates managed to act so insane in Misery.
Or I have a PlayStation now. Someone tell me something good to buy.
The Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, Echo and Shadow of the Colossus.
Ultimate Marvel
the
vs.
Uncharted
Capcom.
trilogy.
now to download.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom
you mean
3.
you mean to download Journey.
Bomberman
Okay.
Ultra.
And also Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's a great fighting game.
Oh, I
I
can
think-
those now.
Another thing.
So go on, Shiroi.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dwibs, you
it's
go
a piece
next.
of shit. Go ahead.
Okay. 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 In hindsight, I can't really blame the nostalgia critic for cutting out some stuff with this movie because one, I know back then he had to keep stuff condensed, and two, they weren't really all that funny anyway.
And if he went after everything wrong with this movie, how much you want to bet his review would have at least been 50 minutes long?
Or the length of the movie. And the actors, with what they had to work with, did do a fine job. But Mark Shyman's score was okay. But everything else, I mean, seriously, I think I only smirked at one joke.
Not
That's
even
about
a
it.
giggle or snicker.
No. It was just a smirk, and even then, I'm not quite sure whether it was a smirk or a grimace. It's kind of hard to tell with me, honestly. But and yeah, this is not a good movie. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's certainly within the realms of that, and it's definitely one of the worst comedies I've seen.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done.
Pedro,
Next.
your turn.
It's terrible. Next.
Are you sure you don't want to share more of your inclusive notes? Aside from the ones that say
I'm
this
not-
movie sucks, and you know what.
I'm pretty sure everything that I have to say has already been said. Go ahead, Jova.
Okay, like I said, this movie is one of the most diabolical movies to suck talent out of such a wonderful cast that I have ever seen before. And, I'll give them this. They're quite possibly doing the best they can, and even still it's not enough to make anything appealing. I mean, seriously, you got Jason Alexander and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, great actors/comedians, reduced to meh. I mean, seriously, you have them stay still for a good portion of the movie. That's like what they do with Eddie Murphy in 1,000 Words, taking away his ability to talk. You just don't do stuff like that. And then, oh dear lord, all the other actors. Some of them may be cast properly, but they do terrible things with them. The jokes are rarely, barely, scarcely ever funny. In fact, they're often rude, racist, or just downright not funny. And yes, this technically is a musical because we had one song number. Oh yeah, by the way, in hindsight, about Bruce Willis giving North, that whole lesson about, you have to look at multiple places to find what you're really looking for. Yeah, kind of backfired against your real message on there being no place like home. It's not like you could have told the kid that earlier. Then we wouldn't have had a movie.
Well, at least Rob Reiner went on to be in The Wolf of Wall Street as an actor, so...
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, if I can't... surprisingly, for as terrible as this movie is, pretty much everyone came out of this unscarred, except for the kid with the glasses. Shame, he was one of the best actors of this movie. At least Elijah Wood and Scarlett Johansson went places.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get the feeling that this may be one of the movies that has quite possibly the hugest roster of people listing it as old shame. I mean, can you really think of anything that was dignified? Eh? Jerry Lewis by extent. Oh yeah, that's right, the cards reminded me. Jerry Lewis by extent appeared in this movie. Kind of against his will when you think about it.
Yep.
But yeah, this movie is terrible, and this is just one of those movies that, by all gods, you'll probably have a riot making fun of it, but be careful with how you fund it. I mean, get it used or something, this is one of those movies that should not be supported in its endeavors of portraying foreign countries. Well, actually, not just foreign countries, other states within even the same continent. So yeah, this movie was a terrible time, but it's fun to commentate on. Before it starts to become really bad. And sorry, Shiroi, you're never getting those minutes back.
Alright, see ya, everybody.
Thinking back to some of the scenes in that movie, I have a horrible sinking feeling that I have actually seen it before.
Oh really? Boy, let me guess, you were probably mentally blocking it back from that day.
Probably.
See ya, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.